The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them speak.
Thank you for downloading and streaming, or however it is that you listen to the Not Listening podcast. I'm Adam, you are?
Ash.
And you over there are?
I am Will.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome
Marvellous.
along. So, today on this podcast, we're going to be discussing what we would do if we were in charge of making movies, and what if we had the chance to recast the Justice League. Get your thinking hats on, everyone. Enjoy the show.
Hashtag not listening.
So the internet is awash with Justice League stuff. Well,
Oh, right,
and porn.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously. But we all know the Justice League movie is coming out in the next couple of years.
I didn't actually know that.
What it is, because Batman v Superman's out next year,
Right.
which everybody knows. The
Yeah.
Suicide Squad's out, which is all connected.
Yep.
And that sort of involves the same sort of characters.
Mm-hmm.
So with Justice League, much like the Avengers, it's a group of superheroes all banding together.
A group of heroes.
It's a group of heroes. Nice. It's a group of heroes banding to fight a bigger enemy.
Right.
They've pretty much already cast everybody that's going to be in the Justice League.
Okay.
Quick rundown of who you're going to have. You've obviously got Ben Affleck as Batman.
God, yeah.
Henry Cavill is going to still be Superman. Gal Gadot is going to be Wonder Woman. Ezra Miller is going to be the Flash. I can't remember this guy. Jason someone. He was a guy that played Khaleesi's husband in Game of Thrones.
Mm.
Oh, the big,
The
Dothraki-
big-
Dothraki fella.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's going to
Sun
be...
and Stars or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's going to be Aquaman.
Okay.
And so they've cast a lot of them. And obviously a lot of them are unknown, or they're not, really? You're casting him? You're casting her? But I thought, why don't we cast our own Justice League, like everyone does?
Ooh.
So actually have our own reasons for, I want this person to play Batman, I want this person to play Superman. Do you have any people in mind that you think, do you know what, Ben Affleck? No.
I would actually say anyone but Ben Affleck.
See, I'm an Affleck fan, so I'm always going to disagree with it. But this is your choice now. It's not right and it's not wrong.
Well, let's start with you, Adam. Who do you think would make the best Batman out there? And I'm presuming we're not counting someone who's already played Batman.
Okay, well, so, yeah, we'll go because I always thought Michael Keaton was the best Batman. I think he's
Oh, he was
better than
great.
me. I think it was
It was a good one.
and but I just think the problem is I actually think Ben Affleck is a perfect choice for Batman.
But he's already Daredevil.
So
And he did such a good job with that.
yeah, but stop thinking about the past, think about now. And he's got the
Yeah, because
chin.
why would you want to judge an actor on the previous films he was in?
Oh, if you're going to do that, then Ben Affleck's a great actor because he was
Adam
awesome in
Sandler.
Argo, and he was awesome in The Town, and he was brilliant in Gone Baby Gone.
Yeah, but you see, I haven't seen them, but I have seen Daredevil.
Fair enough.
This is part of the problem.
All right, so say like I couldn't have anybody that's the character now.
Yeah.
So I'd pick a new person to be Batman.
Yeah.
I always had in my head,
Mm.
and I don't know why, but it's just always stayed there.
Yeah.
John Hamm to play Batman.
Who is John
Now,
Hamm?
John Hamm, he is in Mad Men,
Okay.
and the only reason I say he's good Batman is because he's got the voice. He has that gravelly voice already, and he has a bum chin.
Yes, Batman does have to have a bum chin.
Batman has to have
We've
a bum
discussed
chin.
this before.
Yeah.
He has to have a bum chin. And I always look at John Hamm, and he's like, he would make an awesome Bruce Wayne because in Mad Men, he's a womanising, little bit of a control freak womaniser.
Mm.
Drinks lots of whiskey, treats women like dirt. You're like, that's Bruce Wayne. You could do that if you wanted to be Bruce Wayne. Cool.
Feasibly, yeah.
And he actually is quite hench. Well, he could be quite hench if he didn't, sort himself out.
Yeah.
And he's got the bum chin. I'm just going with the bum chin. If I was an executive producer, I'd be like, you got a bum chin? You could be Batman.
You're on the short list.
I'm Batman.
'Cause I've never worked out if Batman needs to be properly bulky or not.
Yeah, he's got the suit with the
With the fake
all
muscles,
all the
yeah.
fake muscles.
So I would love to see Rick Moranis come out of retirement. Can you imagine with that muscle set? No one would expect the millionaire, handsome playboy Bruce Wayne to actually, under all of those layers, be Rick Moranis. I think that'd be wonderful. Or Woody Allen.
And he's got the background of technology because Bruce Wayne's a scientist like technology and all that stuff with his gadgets. How Now I Shrunk the Kids and everything. Mick Moranis had to make it all.
Absolutely. Oh, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant could be a good Batman.
He was actually touted to be a Batman.
Oh, you are shitting me.
He really was back in the late 90s.
Nice.
After George Clooney, they were like,
Hugh Grant. I'm
Batman. I'm Batman.
That would be awesome.
What about you, Ash? Any Batman, ideal Batmans? Sounds like we're trying to set you up on a date.
Yeah,
Right? I said, there's
yeah,
like,
my
any ideal Batman?
Batman has
Yes,
to
you've
have
got the
a
good
Possession
sense
number
of
3.
humour.
Yes. No, for Batman, it could be anybody. I wouldn't necessarily.
It's the mask, isn't it?
Yeah, go for anything. I mean, it could even be someone like. No, it wouldn't. Peter Dinklage wouldn't work for Batman. He'd be in my cast for Superman.
I think.
I'd go with that one.
I would have him as Superman because he's got he's got the right way of acting and everything. He can pull anything off. And
I like
think
the
he
idea of
would
a dwarf Superman.
He would be
Something went
excellent.
wrong with the gravity.
Yeah, I am super strong. I can fly. It doesn't matter how big you
And
are.
I can get through cat flaps.
Yeah.
Faster than
Supersonic speed.
faster than a speeding bullet because I'm the size of a bullet.
He fired me out of a gun.
So you would pick Peter Dinklage as your
Peter
Superman.
Dinklage would be my Superman.
See, Superman, I've always thought has to be massive.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, he'd be the worst looking Superman.
It would be brilliant.
It would be.
He'd grab his lycra right towards the end and start tearing it off himself. You know, and Lex Luthor's got him down on the ground, but then he's like shaking the edge and doing the Hulk stamp. It would be amazing. Did you ever see Suburban Commando?
Yes.
It was awful, wasn't it? But I still wanted to play Superman. He's got to be about 90 now, isn't he?
He's definitely in the 70s, I think.
Oh, I'd love
Ridiculous.
Hulk Hogan as Superman.
That'd be terrible.
It would be so terrible, but the new Batman versus Superman film looks terrible anyway.
No, it doesn't.
It does to me.
You hush your mouth.
Nah, it's going to be shit.
I don't know who I could play as Superman. I'd get a British man in to be
Hugh
Superman.
Grant? Why don't you get Hugh Grant to play them all?
Hugh Grant. I'm Superman.
I do believe.
All right, then we'll just move on to the ladies then. All right. Wonder Woman.
Hulk Hogan.
He's probably got the boobs now. He certainly built out the cleavage.
Go on, anyone? Because Wonder Woman is really like the Americans sort of set her up to be the sex symbol, didn't they? Like the way they,
she's basically
the way they draw her and everything.
yeah,
Like, it's all
lots of
tits and
cleavage in the
arse.
American flag.
Tits and arse, but it's not sexist because she's powerful.
He
Oh,
has
is
a
that
weird
what?
bracelet.
That singing woman, Susan
Susan Boyle.
Yeah,
Susan Boyle was
let's
Wonder
really
Woman.
fuck with the expectations.
They were like,
Oh, I'm Wonder Woman.
she's got a lovely voice.
Yeah.
She can sing all her lines.
It was just,
If she talks.
do you remember the hashtag that went round for her album party?
Yeah.
Susan album party or Sue's anal bum party. as it
Sue's
read.
anal bum party.
Still the best thing ever.
See, with Wonder Woman, I actually would have picked a woman that's already in the Avengers. She
Okay.
plays Maria Hill. She's from How I Met Your Mother. Kobe Smulders' name is. I would have picked her as Wonder Woman because she looks exactly like the cartoon Wonder Woman.
Okay.
So, serious answer there.
Yeah, the one that
From
looks like a
Susan Boyle.
cartoon character, so she's slightly pasty and
No, she actually looks like Wonder Woman. But she's part of the Avengers, so she probably can. She's not allowed.
Probably contracted, yeah.
Yeah. So they got another woman in who's quite skinny, but whatever, I'm not judging. But who else have got a list? Who else could we pick? Ash, you got the list.
I've got a list of all the people that are in the
Unless you
I was
have
gonna say the
suggestions for Wonder
Avengers
Woman.
there.
Unless you have a suggestion.
But a suggestion for Wonder Woman? No, I don't. It would have to be someone sort of Jessica Alba-ish or something like that.
Jessica Alba. She hasn't been in TV in films
She
for
hasn't
like 10
been in films
years.
for a long, long time.
She's a
But
baby
I think
shit.
old school, if it could go back to sort of sort of
Dame
Erica
Judi
Meleniak.
Dench.
Oh,
What?
yeah, that could work.
Now or
Now.
back
Now.
then?
Now.
I'd have Helen Mirren back then. Yes.
That could work.
I like the idea of a dignified older Wonder Woman.
I think Helen Mirren would be more sweary.
Yes, that could be her. I loved her. She was in Red, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I loved her in that. She was brilliant in that. But yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, proper old school, old person.
Don't diss Dench though. Dench
No, I'm not dissing Dench
She-
in the
she-
slightest.
she's
I think Dench is awesome.
in Skyfall and on the other James Bond. She's
She's fantastic.
She had more balls than Daniel Craig in them movies.
Yeah, no, she's absolutely brilliant. I genuinely think it could be quite interesting.
I think we should write like a geriatric sort of Justice League, all older people.
The Justice Bowling League. Lawn bowls.
The Just Piss Myself League.
The Justice Bridge Club. Sponsored by Tenor Lady.
Right, who else on the list we got? Let's try and get through a couple more.
Well, we got the Flash.
Ah,
Who would be the Flash? Freddie Mercury.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley is the Flash, but Ben Kingsley from Sexy Beast as the Flash.
Usain Bolt.
No, from Iron Man 3.
No, Ben Kingsley from Sexy Beast.
It can
Don't
be
fucking
a
try and-
drunken Flash and keep running into
Don't
walls.
try and chase me, cunt. Don't try and chase me. Yes, 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 yes.
Or, if Dinklage doesn't go in as Superman,
Yeah, he could be the Flash.
that would be
He could be the
cool.
Flash. Yep. Have this little midget running around.
Let's do one more then. Who else have we done on the list that we could do?
Well, we've got Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. It depends what.
Who else on the list?
Yeah, but Green
There's one
Lantern.
I've got no idea about. Who's Martian Manhunter?
Do you know anything about this character?
Yeah, but he'd be CGI because he's a red Martian.
Oh,
Couldn't be just someone with body paint then.
No, really, not. That'd be a bit shit, wouldn't it?
I don't know what a Martian looks like.
Yeah.
You don't look like that.
Right.
He's got little dingly things on their head.
Oh yeah,
That
he's
says,
wear a set of
thing.
dealy boppers then.
Yeah.
It'd all be CGI. People like Andy Serkis probably doing the old CGI stuff.
Because
like
he's
he does.
apparently the only person capable of doing that.
He
Yeah,
actually
cool.
was touted when they said they were going to Martian Manhunt. And they were like, "Oh, Andy Serkis will do it."
Yeah.
Oh, will he? Just give his name out now. I don't know. He probably sits at home and like, "Oh, you're going to do next Justice League? Am I? Yeah. They've got a CGI sort of thing coming up. Oh, am I the only person who can do it? They're like, pretty much.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
How
complain,
about
he gets
Green
paid
Arrow
shit.
then?
Green Arrow. See, I
As
picked.
opposed to Blue Arrow and Yellow Arrow.
Oh, so
The
Green
Red
Arrow.
Arrows.
And the Red Arrows, yeah.
Now, I actually had a discussion once. I don't know why. I'd always stick with it. Green Arrow. I always pick Damian Lewis, the guy from Homeland, the ginger one, the British
You want a
actor.
ginger
Oh,
and
another
a
guy.
green
Yeah,
person?
because I don't know why.
He's not actually green.
The Green Arrow is supposed to be ginger with a ginger beard.
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg could be a good Green Arrow.
Oh yeah.
That'll work.
The most
Oh,
sensiblest answer you've had all night.
Sensiblest. Yeah, that's one of the most made-uppity words that you've used.
You loved it. You love it.
Oh yeah. No, Simon Pegg would be cool.
Simon Pegg is a Green Arrow.
Nick Frost got a beard, isn't he? Nick Frost can be Aquaman.
Flash. I would love a properly
Oh, yeah.
obese Flash.
Yeah.
No, the
he
thing
just
is,
turns up and he stops and he's just...
Actually,
still
I'll tell you what. No, if you take a step back from the whole concept, what we're actually proposing is almost the Justice League gone wrong. You've got the overweight Flash, you've got the elderly Wonder Woman, the
got
dwarven
midget
Superman. I think it could be really kind of cool. It's an alternate universe where they're all drawn together by fate, but they're all wonderfly flawed superheroes.
They're still superheroes. They've all got superpowers,
Yeah.
but they're just in bodies that don't look like they're not muscly and pristine.
And there has to
bodies.
be a scene where Green Arrow and Flash have to get past a garden fence.
Yes! Done it! You've won it. It's written itself.
I think this is actually gold.
Done. If you're on Twitter, why don't you follow me at Barker Podcast or at Not Listening Pod? You can keep up to date with all the stuff that's going on with the show. Will and Ash don't really do the Twitter, but they are on Grindr and Tinder if you want to follow them there. So check that out.
And check us.
Swipe right.